Okay, recording started. Oh, I got confused there for a second. I'm looking at my thing and it's saying, it's two people that followed. I'm like, who are they? I'm like, I recognize one of them. It was, oh yeah. The other one was someone begging for commission work. I need like a clown horn, honk noise for when he show up. My Blade, welcome. I see you've got your account back. That's good to hear. Alright, let's jam. Going to finish up Autopsy Simulator and then going to jump over to Oblivion once I finish that. I think it'll take maybe 2 hours. The last stream only took 90 minutes to get through 2 chapters, so don't know how long this one will be. Also comes down to whether or not I nearly panic. Alright, continue. Yep. Should have made sure, I'm gonna check when I load this in, I'll go into the settings, chapter number 4, the next day, that I've still got it censored. Should be. I haven't changed anything.
Easier just to move in and
just to be certain. Yep.
Here.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll get reimbursed for the cab.
Oh, that's right, yeah, our car's gone.
Huh?
Someone slashed our tires. What are you going hard at? There's nothing around, guy. Calm down.
Damn. It's already late in the evening.
Oh, we see you.
Any news for me? About my car? You know, the flat tires?
No.
No.
I mean,
what?
it's been towed.
Check the cameras? Anything?
Handman, I cut my teeth working in prison. I know what to do.
What?
There were no strangers hanging around. Maybe you ran over something.
What?
I ran over
All
something,
the
and
tires?
all 4 tires were
Possibly.
flattened.
You can congratulate yourself.
Christ.
I feel like, is Ridley
You
trying to
should try
gaslight me or
something
something?
more. You've been kind of out of it lately.
That's the first bit of sense you've made all evening.
Good. The body is expected to be ready for pickup tonight, along with your lecture.
Ooh.
What? No, what?
You still pontificating?
Now,
Let's
is it a
hurry.
lecture we have to go
Don't
to,
you
or is it
think?
just another one I need to record? Alright.
Fuck me.
Drugs time.
Today. Have I taken my pills today? Did I take it? Or,
Hey, what's the harm in taking more even if you did earlier? Again, don't do as I say, nor as I do.
I don't have much time.
Can I take more?
I've already taken my pills. Not looking to
Boring.
overdose. Okay.
Oh, it's all ready for me. Alright.
One by one.
To the
Jack.
autopsy.
Take it easy.
By the way, a little reminder to anyone watching from Australia like me.
Burning issue indeed.
Oh!
Then I'll move on to the body.
I'm sure this guy's fine.
The lecture.
Yeah, you got a week left for it.
I'm gonna need the camcorder.
Gee, I wonder if he was murdered. I mean, he's got rope around his neck still. Alright, storage room.
This is making me nervous.
Again, if you're suffering this much anxiety, get a different career at the moment. I know it's not that easy to just drop your job, especially when you're a pathologist. Like, you know, you're trained in that, went to school for it and stuff. But still, come on, guy. Boy, I wonder if this is a fun day for the students getting the lecture. Wow, we get to watch an autopsy of a burn victim. Oh, that's different than the usual kinds.
Oh well. This is not the best framing.
Is it better framing? I mean...
Hello, everyone. It's the 20... something of November 1991.
Something to
Jack
remember.
Hanlon
All
is
right.
conducting the autopsy. Oh. I appear to be missing my gloves and apron.
I feel like they wouldn't accept
Yes.
this for his
Well,
lecture.
You've
with how
you know
nervous
the
he
drill.
sounds.
So, the body is on the slab. Let's see what the police uncovered first. So, the victim is from yesterday's apartment block fire on Drowner Street. Personal details unknown.
He was killed in a fire on Drowner Street. Interesting.
The exact cause of the fire has not yet been determined. However, it is known that the fire started in the deceased's apartment, where the most damage was reported.
Suspicious.
The body was not found until the next morning. The tenant was naked, charred, and with severe burns. The owner of the apartment asked about the deceased. He was surprised anyone even lived there.
Are these those old things you will, like, step on and then they'd slowly, like, you know, inflate? And then... Is that what these are?
The deceased was sitting in an armchair near the TV. Pieces of pornographic material, an ashtray, melted video cassettes.
I mean,
several bottles of
isn't that how we all want to go?
Were found in the
fire surrounded by...
It's difficult to assess whether
I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Were made. Firefighters indicated that it was probably the large quantity of poppers found near the deceased and rapid spread of the fire. Well, that's our basic question. Whether the death occurred as a result of fire, or whether he was dead before.
So these three look like they might be gay porn, but then this one with the woman I have no idea about. I don't know. Maybe he plays for both teams.
As you can see, the body is
I don't mean that in a
quite
bad
an
way.
unusual pose. For the purpose of photographic documentation, we'll leave it like that for now.
Alright, let's go. Hello? Oh, okay. You didn't like me doing it my usual way.
This position is called the pugilistic attitude. This is due to the influence of high temperature on the muscles.
What, does it make him, like, tense up until your body curls almost into a... not quite a fetal position, but something like it. Alright, let's see. First of all, he's got rope around his neck.
The fire reaches the skin first, then the soft tissue.
Apparently that's what we're looking at. Maybe that isn't rope, maybe it's just a big necklace, but it looks more like a rope.
Coagulation occurs in exposed muscles due to their fibers shrinking.
Hello there. How are you doing? I don't know why I expect him to talk. Oh, what are we looking at? His chest.
The extensors yield to the force of the flexors.
Okay. You may as well be speaking Greek for all I know in some of these.
And contract until the limbs become flexy and deformed.
Oh.
The upper ones are characterized by a triple bend, similar to a boxer holding his hands in front of him.
I don't know exactly what we took a photo of.
Just 10 minutes will do it. 10 minutes for the muscles and tendons to contract, like a steak on the grill.
Guy.
In the end,
I mean, I get it. He's worked in this field for a while. He'll have very gallows humor, but still. Come on. I don't know if your, the guys watching your lecture necessarily have that same humor. Crotch, face, calf, neck with exclamation points. Chest, tight hands, tight legs.
The deceased must now be straightened out, and we need to get rid of these bindings. He looks to have been tied up in a rather unusual way. The deceased's neck and feet were most likely secured to his hands.
Was he hog-tied?
And these were probably tied in front and around the crotch level. Which explains why, despite the severe burns, the deceased's limbs are not all that twisted. That's better. It's easier to straighten him now. Without taking out the magnifying glass, we already know that the deceased's skin is heavily charred and cracked.
John Doe, 28th, 1991, 6:37 p.m. When did they weigh and measure him? Okay.
As for the other details, there are crow's feet visible near the eyes.
Isn't that usually to do with age?
Reveals front teeth. One of the incisors is broken. There's soot in the nostrils.
Well, there was a fire. But I think the presence of soot probably means he was alive when the fire started. I think, because they would have to have breathed it in.
The rope around the neck wasn't very tight. I don't see it leaving a mark on the skin. You can clearly see that this is primarily the front of the deceased that was exposed to fire.
Strange, because I was thinking they must have been tied, like, you know, hands and feet together to neck, and then in, like, maybe a, crouch position, so they would have had to have had part of it snapped for them to, unless the intense heat could have, affected the rope.
The rope marks around the wrists are
Look, I'm just being a detective here, I'm just trying to figure it out based on context.
The victim sat in the chair the whole time.
Oh, he was in a chair.
Being
Oh,
in
okay.
much better condition than this extremely.
Was it spontaneous human combustion? Usually that that happens for people sitting in chairs. It also very rarely happens. I think there's like there's only a few cases of it in history.
Skin had detached from the calf.
In fact, it's one of those things that is
The rope of the man's
unknown of,
ankles was
and
tied much tighter and more precisely than the one
sort of
around
an
his
urban
wrists.
legend.
All in all, quite a lot can be deduced from this external examination.
All right. Firstly,
The eye clenching is a natural reaction of the body to high temperatures.
crow's feet, soot deposits visible in the wrinkles.
Soot in the nose appears when inhaling harmful and
Nostrils
choking
soot.
smoke.
Yep, that's what I said. And on the mouth.
The tissue of the mouth was
Burns to the
heavily
mouth and
burned as
oral
well.
cavity broken in size
Teeth,
up to the
however,
root level.
makes me wonder. Traces failed to indicate that the deceased suffocated before the fire took hold.
A delicate trace of the rope
That must have been
embedding
terrifying.
into the tissue. Yeah, well, you know.
Severe burns.
Burns cover over approximately 80% of the body. The front of the body
80%
suffered
of the
more serious
epidermis.
burns than the back. Oh, there we go, that wrist.
He appears to be loosely tied. However,
A
this
deep
is the
skin-breaking
result of the
wound
corpse
from a
drying
rope.
out. The wound shows that the rope had deeply imprinted itself in the tissue. Predominant
Third and fourth degree
third
burns,
degree
disturbing the
burns.
continuity of tissues. I'm pretty sure a fourth degree burn is literally, there is nothing they can do about it. You're fucked. I don't think skin grafts do anything for it.
The burns reach through the dermis.
Body
and
with areas
hypodermis,
stripped of skin and
reach the
open
muscles.
wounds.
The body is covered in numerous areas. The length of the rope was
Rope
calculated.
wounds, severely
and
charred
it
skin.
appears that the deceased could make limited movements around the perineum. The conclusions are quite clear.
Alright.
It may seem incidental, but for us it's a sign that the deceased was most certainly conscious.
Yes.
We need to check the damage inhaling
Gas
all that
poisoning.
smoke has done to the respiratory tract. Perhaps the deceased lost a tooth attempting to bite through the rope.
Did they find a tooth?
It looks like the deceased was a fan of choking while masturbating.
Oh!
That's due to a predilection for asphyxiation.
Oh, that's why the rope might have been there. Oh. Oh, then it could just be an accident. Oh.
The extent of the thermal stresses on
I
the
didn't
body
think about
could
autoerotic
cause
asphyxiation. Look, I'm a very sheltered young boy.
Wounds on the wrists and ankles indicate
Heart
that
attack.
the deceased could have been struggling in panic.
Oh, and that might have... maybe. Normally how you die from fire, like when people were burned to death, is you die from, choking, basically. You don't burn to death so much as you
concussive factor.
You just
This is
lose
due
all
to
the
high
oxygen and
vascularity
pass out and then
innervation
die
in this
from lack of
area.
oxygen. So that's a nice thing to know.
Case, I don't assume that this was a delayed death. The mixture of fear, sexual arousal, and drugs could have caused a heart attack. I will assess the extent of possible poisoning and burning in a moment. First, I'll try to establish. Due to the amount of charring, we are unable to collect the victim's fingerprints. Visual identification is also out of the question.
And we need to get
Probably
cars for
guessed
teeth.
what
Okay,
options
then.
we are left with. You guessed it. A dental impression. For this, I need to... Okay, it's going well. I should be able to get this done in time. Where are these trays?
The
Towels,
window was open.
papers, jars. Nope. It's not anywhere on the counter.
It'll be highlighted. Yeah, there it is.
Maybe in this drawer. I'll warm this up in my hands.
Alright, time to make a cast of the teeth. Hope my friend isn't here again.
Okay.
No, he's
Making an
not. That's
impression
good.
is quite simple. You put trays with alkanate into the mouth. Once the devices have been placed... apologies. Okay, Again, we will need a piece of paper.
Boy, I had to have these done when I had my braces.
We will make a plaster model of the deceased's teeth from the obtained impression. We will then make an impression of the mold on a piece of paper, which will be scanned into the computer.
Alright. It's all this stuff again.
You see, it seems so simple, and yet laborious.
Yes, that... Well, I mean, yeah.
On the plus side, we don't have to worry about the gag reflex with the deceased. And no need to remind the subject to breathe either. At least he saved the high cost of orthodontic treatment.
Interesting. We're only doing the one row of teeth? Shout out to the greatest invention ever, the fax machine. Let's notice. We got a call for Stephen, the hospital pizza in the morgue. NOPD, which I'm guessing is meant to be to do with where we are. Louisiana, Dorothy, RVFD, I don't know, University, and A. Burroughs. Good to know. New data.
Wow. Who would have expected a match so soon? Well,
Oh, we got the whole thing.
the
Okay.
deceased is Richard Jacobson, 47 years old. He had a criminal record and was recently in court for... Oh, wow. For not returning a videotape to the rental shop.
How dare he!
Jesus. I better check if I've still got that copy of... where were we?
Wait, that's a felony? I guess... Wow. That's... Hang on a minute. What were these? Can I don't know why it doesn't let me scroll through them. Fine for not returning a VHS tape. And then also, once again, fine for not returning a VHS tape. Summoned to court for evading payment of a fine. Okay, so it was a felony for not paying the fine.
I'll add some details to the clipboard.
Nevertheless, it's still a bit ridiculous. I guess it's probably considered theft.
And we can move on to
Richard
dissecting the
Jacobson.
body. This time, I'll go straight for the loppers.
We don't need to, like, get...
But let me start
Okay.
here.
Oh, why isn't it?
I push
Oh, there we
hard
go.
several times. Until I cut a given section.
Oop.
You can see that using a scalpel would be pointless here.
I guess. This is a lot slower.
Solid crunch.
I bet you're cutting through bone and muscle and everything else. He's also burnt, so it's probably much harder.
Almost there.
I feel like of everything, the sounds are probably what takes the most to get used to.
Now we peel back
That and the smell.
skin. Now
There we go.
to remove the ribs.
Oh. Still getting rid of the ribs, I guess.
And
There they go.
we can check out what's going on in here. And I see that a lot has happened. In fact, the entire abdominal cavity is flooded.
Yeah, I
Blood
can
and
see
other
that.
fluids have seeped from the blood vessels.
We have a drain?
flooding the abdomen and chest areas. We have to get rid of this.
I need to use a ladle!
Get a cup or a ladle.
Oh man, I mean, it could be worse. We're gonna have to siphon it out with a hose.
I think I saw one somewhere here.
I found a ladle.
Aha. I don't have all night. I'm going to need a vacuum pump.
Oh, we're not taking it with us?
Running around for everything starts again. Why can't things be tidied away properly in this damn mortuary?
I don't know, you tell me. You're the only employee
Get
besides Ridley, and Ridley's job isn't to
Pump
clean up.
is probably in the basement. Mr. Ridley? Mr. Ridley? I'll just go to the basement and check.
Oh good, I don't want to go back to there. Place is scary. don't know if anyone else can hear it, but there sounds like there's a fire crackling. Hey there, guy. How you doing? Ah, he's fine.
Ah, jeez. I don't know what the basement was for. Rusty scrap.
There we go. I don't know why the basement isn't connected to the outside. Sorry, connected to the inside.
This infernal machine.
Where is this thing? Oh, there it is.
Wow, that's heavy. Can I
Okay.
fit through the door with this?
Already on edge, especially after seeing the guy in the window. I was able to joke about it because it wasn't too bad,
I
but
swear I'm going to have an accident here one
I
day.
was just nervous being down that basement again.
Like Alice, when she twisted her ankle on those stairs. We were supposed to go to the mountains then. It was supposed to be our first trip since... Oh, I don't know how... And Alice.
Handman.
Because of me. As
Oh, he's
always,
back.
She had to...
Handman, are you talking to yourself or what?
Huh? What? No, I just...
There is a letter for you. I left it on your desk.
Letter? For me?
Yes.
Yeah, it was probably brittly in the
letter
window.
for you. Do I have to repeat myself again?
That's what I assumed.
No. Thank you.
Ugh.
Where were you? I was looking for you earlier.
And I was retrieving your letter.
Jesus, Ridley. Could you talk to me
Is
like
that meant to be
from time to
a
time?
very interesting Louisiana accent he's got?
Right. Oh, by the way, the basement hatch is wide open. Maybe you could look into it?
Maybe.
Wide open? We left it open.
A letter. Fuck. Who delivers letters at this time? It's probably been sat in his office for ages. Just didn't want to move his lazy ass.
Let me put this pump down, then I'll take a look at it.
So, we have the equipment. Now I have to place it somewhere close to the table. Phew. I can finally put this thing down. Alright, just... What? There's no tube? No one's used this for a long time.
So,
I apologize.
why would
to
there be
you
a
all
tube
once
in
again.
there? Alright, let's go first of all check out this letter. Where's this letter? There it is.
Aha.
3649.
3649. Okay.
That's my letter? What does that mean?
3649. 3649. 3749.
It's 3649.
3794.
Are you an idiot? Ah.
These lockers could contain... screw it. There might be something in here. Yep. I'm sure I wrote the code down on a piece of paper. And my memory for numbers.
There we are.
What
But
do
when
we
was that
have
letter?
here? Boxes of disinfectants, syringes, thread. Oh, maybe I should antiseptics. Any other stuff? Oh, that's interesting.
Alcohol.
But here...
What is this? It's a book.
I wanted to forget.
Amulet.
Alice, I regret so much. Every day. Every fucking day. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have come back to work for a little while. There we go.
How do I... Phone. Oh. Do not think. Just don't think.
I'm always thinking, though. Where was that letter? I couldn't find it.
Office of the Medical Examiner, Peatsville.
Oh, Chuck. I was hoping to catch you at work.
Hi, Dorothy. How's it going?
Good, thanks. And what about you? You sound tired.
Ah, you know, just trying to keep from panicking.
Oh, Tiring day at work. That's it.
You scared me last time we spoke.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to cause any trouble and say what I said.
Jack, it's alright. You're not causing any trouble. I'm not surprised at all that.
No, really. I mean it. Sorry. I just...
It's so weird, my microphone's little mixer is at a
You
different
should take care of
resting
yourself. Did
volume.
you say you wanted to stay at home longer? To
Yeah, no,
rest?
it's the right thing.
You know I pick up the slack at
Picking
work.
up the wrong one again.
No, I didn't.
Strange.
I
I
can't.
don't know why.
I don't want to be there.
Well, why not consider taking a trip, Jack?
Yeah, go to the mountains like you were meant to
Please.
with your now
I
dead
really don't
wife.
have the energy for this today.
I just wish.
Stop it. Why are you calling?
Reminder about annual drug testing. I figured you probably didn't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, alright, I'll
yes.
piss in a cup.
I've had a lot going on.
Annual drug
my
testing.
birthday.
They only check them once a year? That's a bit odd.
Leave your samples at reception on your way home. Someone will pick them up from Ridley in the morning. Probably Steven or someone else at the station.
Sure. I'll try not to forget. Okay, well,
Jack, try not to do anything stupid, okay? Alcohol, your medication. You know you shouldn't.
I have it all under control. I should be getting back to work.
The results should be in tomorrow. I'll call you when we know.
Speaking of, did I
Right.
take one last night?
Thanks.
Or did I take them now?
Bye, Jack.
I don't know
Bye.
if I did last night. Maybe I should.
Annual drug.
No, I didn't. Give me a second. I'm back. I keep them just near me. Yeah, I got home. I was out yesterday. That's why I didn't stream, and I was so tired. I basically went
I'll
straight.
take care of it before
Just
I go home. I feel terribly weak. Wake up, Jack.
My
There's
clothes
been
on the ground.
a bit too much going on lately. I was supposed to collect the hose.
Oh wait, what box? That box? No, not that box. That's right, back in the social room. There's still the hose in there. Nice.
Focus on your work, Jack.
Was this anything important? No. I'm expecting a package today. Maybe, hopefully. It got slightly delayed because of the public holiday.
All right. Here I am.
And then the weekend
I
and all
hope
that,
was
so-
the last long break in this session. So,
Oh,
let's connect the tube.
full speed, eh? Alright then.
We turn on the machine. With this amount of
There you go.
fluid, there's no point in holding back.
What was the point of the ladle?
Still a few nooks and crannies left. External examinations did not reveal any tissue defects that would reach the internal organs. So, I expect the
Surprised the
organs
blood
to be
hasn't
intact.
coagulated. Maybe it has a bit.
In a way, it's quite extraordinary.
What, the amount of blood? There's a lot of blood in the human body. I don't know how much. Don't ask. I'd have to check that, and I don't want to.
That even with such severe burns, skin, fat, the organs are all
Bloodsucker.
present and correct. A reddish pink tint indicates high carboxyhemoglobin levels, the level of which I will
hello?
determine from
There
a
we go.
sample of blood.
Couldn't
I
stop
will
my
be
joints for some
inserting
reason.
needles into the heart and femoral artery.
There's
What
some.
interests me here is not the presence of this substance itself,
Syringe.
but rather its percentage content of the sample.
And femoral artery.
But first, I'll need the values for the centrifuge.
The thing you never have with you. I noticed it when we were in the office before. And I was wondering if I was going to need it.
I feel like I've been here forever.
It's only been half an hour. Where's this letter?
They definitely pay me too little for this.
Where is it, though? Like, can we not find it in here? The letter he left in our office? Was that a lie?
Wednesday. It's not my favorite day. Although it's certainly better than Monday.
Alright, Garfield.
Jack, focus. Just a little bit longer. Corpses recovered from the site of fire may have very different and complex histories. Burning is only at the surface. Underneath, it may be a heart attack, stroke, or pulmonary embolism. This particular case.
Alright, what are we checking for? Well, what are we checking for? It'd have to be this one. Carboxy hemoglobin level in the blood. Why does this one have a thing for you to read all about it if you want to? Alright then. What did it say? 10 mins at 85%, okay.
However, I would warn against making a diagnosis too hastily. A fire victim does not always mean death due to smoke inhalation.
No, I just said usually that's the case.
The centrifuge.
Wait, that was the fastest 10 minutes of my whole life.
So, as usual, I will take the samples to the laboratory, and I'll be back with the results shortly.
I suppose he doesn't have to record this. I guess it's 1999, 91, not 99.
Exactly was
So it's a big old
supposed to test
VHS
for?
recorder. It's not the easiest thing to just lump around with you.
COHB.
Alright.
I'll take 2 milliliters of each sample.
There we go. Alright, and 4 mils. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Well, confirmed.
Yep.
Death due to carbon monoxide poisoning. Carboxy hemoglobin levels at 84%.
So he died from smoke inhalation.
Alright, I'll note this down and perform a check of the organs.
So do we need to check the organs? I guess it makes sense. The body's gone.
Where? Mr. Ridley?
I don't think I want to.
Why did he take that fucking body?
Hello, burnt corpse.
Maybe I think I'm just tired.
I really don't want to look for this thing.
I don't understand what's going on. Something strange. Why did you take the body?
Yep.
What body?
Well, the body. You know, from the autopsy room.
Right, Tim. I didn't take any of your bodies.
So who took it?
I have
If we
no
really is
idea
here.
what you're talking about.
But I...
Get back to work. It's late.
Alright. This is how I look at a screen, by the way, when I'm trying to, like, only half look at it, because I'm... Yep, there we go, okay, it's here.
I think there's... I must have been. We can now be
Yeah,
sure
you're just
that the
going
carboxyhemoglobin concentration was fatal. The organ has a reddish pink tint, which results from the concentration of COHB and general congestion of the organ. Other than that, I can cross this off my list now.
The organ is congested at high COHB concentration. Now, what are the symptoms of the disease? I think that's been a disease? What disease? Are they talking about a heart attack? Heart attack's not really a disease so much, but okay. Oh, I need to exclude it, right? So yeah.
We will look at the lungs more carefully. From the outside, just like the heart, it is congested, and the color indicates poisoning. Thermal damage is visible here and there. Enough of the external exam. It's time to grab the knife and dissect
Organ is
the lungs.
congested, usual stuff.
I need to check for any obstruction, burns, or clots. Jesus.
There we go.
All right. You can see changes in the lung parenchyma caused by burns and smoke inhalation. Nothing new here. So let's complete the notes. And let's check the trachea.
The cross-section shows bone lesions in the lung parenchyma? Damage inside the organ caused by inhalation of smoke. Trachea.
The color is the same as the rest of the organs. Significant congestion.
The organ is congested, high, blah, blah,
Let's see
blah.
what it looks like inside.
And we're cutting it open.
Okay, the final cut.
It's the final cut.
There are
Yep.
visible burns inside.
That's the inside of a trachea.
Is the amount of soot. Looks like our subject was in the thick of the fire. Let's deal with the final notes, and we're ready to go.
I was reading
I
that.
considered the direct cause of death to be severe carbon monoxide poisoning, leading to extreme hypoxia of the body. The extreme burns in the
Can't read
deceased's
what that
body
says
and
because
respiratory
the
tract
sticky notes in the way.
indicate that he must have been surrounded by fire.
So
During the
it's
examination,
likely an accident.
no other factors were found that could have contributed to the... Just need to add my John Hancock and sew up the body.
Finally, I got one close enough.
I'll close the body, trying not to damage what's left
Oh,
of the
right,
skin. As for stitching, well, it varies. It can be that the fire victims are in such a condition that there is nothing left to stitch. So for this job, a thicker needle and heavy-duty thread.
I feel like I missed a spot.
Well,
No, I hadn't. Okay.
everything's holding together, keeping it together. Well, after storing the body, there's nothing left for me to do. But thank you for your attention. All the best, and good night.
And in you go.
My God. What an exhausting day.
Alright,
I
call
need
a
to get
taxi.
these gloves off and call a taxi. I swear I'm about to pass out from exhaustion.
Maybe now we can look at this letter.
Oh, fuck. You're in sample. Oh, no. Okay. This is it.
Alright, prepare your urine sample. Hey, at least they just let you do it yourself. They don't have someone standing there watching you. I mean, you're not like on probation or anything. Can I pick it up? Let me pick up my piss.
I'm dehydrated.
You can tell if it's very yellow.
Water.
Ridley, I've got a cup of pee for you. He's oh, he's awake. Oh, this is the first time we've seen his face, I swear. Ridley? Well, at least we get to see what he actually looks like. Hi there, guy.
Fuck. What's going going on here?
Hurricane taxi, we will take you wherever the wind takes you.
Boy, that's a bit inappropriate considering that one that destroyed, I think it was Katrina, which absolutely destroyed Louisiana a few years
all of
ago.
our drivers are busy at the moment. Best I can do is within the next hour.
An hour? Oh no. Alright. Let it be.
Let's go talk to
Can I
Ridley.
take your name?
Jack Hanman.
Okay, thank you. Do you have our loyalty card?
No.
Would you like to set one up? For regular customers, we have discounts and extra...
Would that make the taxi get here faster?
Well...
I thought so. Thank you. Goodbye. This is already giving me a headache.
No.
Oh, Jesus,
Oh.
what now?
Maybe it's a taxi.
Yes, how can I help you?
Jack...
That's our dead wife.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Oh my God! What was that?
It's called, immense anxiety.
This was some kind of mistake.
Mm.
An hour here? I've already taken my pills. Not
Don't have
looking
any more?
to
Alright.
overdose.
Time to mix pills and booze. You know, that thing you should never do. Also, windows open.
Oh,
So far.
strong.
Just sleep here.
Everything's
I'm surprised he's allowed to have
spinning.
alcohol in his office. I don't think most places allow that. Richard Jacobson. There it is, chapter 4. And if I remember right... Oh! Or someone come up? Yeah, Amber Louvre, which is chapter 5, and I think that's the last one. Stop it. I don't like jump scares. I find them to be cheap and lazy. Oh, well, that just makes me think of The Shining. Chapter 5.
Who's fucking about? Do I... Is this... Fucking shits. They went too far this time.
Who's they?
What's
Check an object that fell through the window.
What's that?
It's got a brick.
Is that blood? Oh God, what's happened? Oh, Mr. Ridley?
Is he here?
Oh fuck. Can't he hear all this commotion?
Like I said, I'm just... There's a body. I'm just scared to walk around just because, again, final chapter, who knows what's going to
Are you
happen. That
deaf?
could bother me.
Sure, whatever you say, Henry.
Like I
Why
said,
is that
anxiety.
even funny? Do I need to bring you the evidence?
Sure, if you have some. Not me. I think you slept too much myself.
Go and see for yourself. I'm going home. The taxi is probably waiting.
The one that left yesterday?
Yesterday? How so?
It's evening. Friday, November 29th, Hanman.
29th of November.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that this was...
Don't worry.
Okay, this is the anniversary of the wife's death.
Somehow. I just...
So I think there's two different endings. I don't know which one I'll get. Again,
Should I
I'll
call
go and
Dorothy?
probably
I've set up the
do the rest
cadaver
of
ready
off
for the
stream
autopsy.
of finishing
She
up
should
the
be able
planet
to
of this.
replace you.
No. There's no need. I'd be happier staying here than sitting at home, alone.
Just in case, this is, let me know.
Sure. Thanks.
Handman, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Alright.
I guess I should take my pills.
Bathroom's this one.
I should go to the cemetery later.
Funny enough, the actual medication I just took was anti-anxiety medication.
flowers.
That's what I take.
Not today.
I said I forgot to
Get
last
the
night
most
because I
important of
normally
things
do. I just was
every
tired and
fucking
went straight to
time.
bed. That's why I'm awake so early. Well, I have been awake early. It's why I'm starting as early as I am. Oh, there's already a body here. What's with the body bag out there? Gloves.
Voice recorder. It's November 29th.
Oh, right.
Year Amber Louvre, 30, tattoo parlor employee. Found
I know I'm not letting him finish everything he's saying, but it really doesn't
road
matter.
stop on the outskirts of the city. Investigators determined that the victim was most likely dumped close to the nearby forest. She crawled to the bus stop on her own, as evidenced by the traces of blood she left behind. According to the information provided by the aforementioned friend, the car belonged to the Hurricane Taxi Network.
That's the one we were meant to pick up.
The company was provided with a description of the driver. However, they deny that any of their drivers fit the description. The police have been looking for the man since yesterday. The body was lying in the grass beside the road, where it was spotted by commuters waiting for the morning bus.
Boy, that's
A friend at the
That's
salon testified that the last time she saw Amber was 2 weeks ago. It was her last day at work before her vacation.
okay.
Why do people do such things?
Great question. All right.
The deceased was... Oh my god. Alice? No.
It just looks alike. Is she missing a leg? Absolutely.
It's only just... Oh, I'm so tired.
All right.
So damn tired.
Yes. Again, you need to take this time off. It's only been a year. Your wife's dead. This type of job is probably not helping you with your immense anxiety you're suffering from either.
The deceased's skin is extremely pale. No livor mortis is visible.
What's liver mortis? I have no idea. Alright, well, again, missing arm.
The deceased is missing her right
Stands out a bit. And while we're at it, she has no leg. Hello? There we go.
The deceased is also missing her left leg.
Yeah. Kind of the fly in the ointment there. Oh, what's this?
Several signs of redness on the neck and chest.
Sure. And then there's some here.
The deceased is
Oh,
caked
it's
in
dirt and mud, apparently.
blood.
There's a scrap. Nope, apparently that's nothing. Oh,
Lots of rough, irregular slashing cuts.
someone was cranky. I guess frostbite? No, no frostbite. Ooh.
The palm and front of the hand is covered with numerous wounds.
Is that mud? There's a mark on her forehead. Apparently not. What else is there? It's gonna be another one of those where I'm like missing one. Oh,
Extensive hematoma.
oh, I was right. It was that on
Victim's
the head.
forehead.
It just was in the wrong spot. Okay.
You can see that Alice has been through a lot.
Amber, you mean? Alice was your wife.
Why is she so... Focus.
Boy, this one's really gonna bother me. Just the... whatever the fuck's gonna happen to scare me.
The overall picture is... I'll grab the magnifying glass.
Alright.
The wound looks relatively fresh. The deceased could have fallen, Or maybe she was struck hard.
Probably more likely the latter. I doubt she just fell. You know, she's missing 2 limbs.
The wounds were stitched up by someone who knew
That's
what they were
really
doing.
strange.
However, it seems that the sewing was done in a hurry, and quite carelessly at that. Minor redness appearing in several places.
Why'd they stitch up the body? Were they hoping she'd live?
The wound on the bend of the elbow seems much deeper. I'm wondering about this bruising.
Depending on what it is, it could just be someone like grabbing your arm, trying to stop you. Normally it's around here or there, but someone could have grabbed them there to try and stop them running. And if it's depending on where it is, like it could be a thumb pushing in. Or I'm entirely wrong.
There are no signs of internal bleeding, detectable through an internal examination.
Alright.
Both the arm and leg were taken all the way to the joint. The perpetrator used a scalpel.
Ooh, how do you get through the
The
bone?
line itself looks jagged.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's the other one?
These
Yeah,
wounds
about the knee.
appear to have been caused by crawling across rough ground.
Boy, that'd be rough. You only got the one leg.
How did she manage to... Can you let me sum this up somehow?
Right.
This injury could have been fatal for Alice.
It's Amber.
Some of the wounds were made by the victim crawling, and the hickeys... Hickeys are not fatal. But in this situation, they are worth examining. It seems that the perpetrator was very interested in preserving as much skin as possible on the removed limbs.
That's odd.
There appear to be no signs of struggle.
I haven't read all these, sorry. A fresh potentially fatal hematoma on the left side of the frontal bone. Irregularly distributed redness, scratches and hickeys on the neck and chest. Right arm removed at the shoulder line, inflammation at the suture site. The torso is covered with bruises and wounds of various origins, no sign of internal bleeding.
I assumed that the deceased had a cannula inserted
Oh.
and was groggy the entire time.
Oh, that explains why. Okay, that explains the bruising then. Irregular wounds on the inside of the entire arm, a trace of a cannula in the elbow bend. I did say I could be very wrong about my theory, and I was. What a shock.
We do not know the exact circumstances of the wounds,
Relatively deep
nor the
lacerations and
conditions in
abrasions
which
in
the
front of the
deceased
leg.
was kept.
And
The
no
stitching
leg.
doesn't appear fresh.
Leg removed between the
Amber
hip bone
appears
and
to
femur. The stump is
suffered
braided
like
and
this for
inflamed.
At least a few days. The perpetrator definitely didn't realize how tremendous will to live she had.
You'd be surprised how much people want to
Maybe
live.
it was an accident, or perhaps the final.
That
blow.
sounds really weird. I just mean that like the will to live is very strong.
I'll check with the UV lamp whether what the perpetrator did. Even though the wounds were stitched closed, they were clearly
Sanguination.
reopened by
That
the
means
act of
bleeding to
crawling.
death.
Alice suffered a lot because of this signal.
Amber.
There are many indications that she wasn't aware of what she was being put through.
Well, that's better, I guess.
Extensive toxicological tests should help determine what substances she was given. Infection could have set in. Even if that wasn't fatal, it would severely weaken an already strained body. It is unknown how much blood Amber lost during her escape, and especially how much during the procedure performed on her. I will
Okay,
check the
UV lamp.
UV lamp whether cases like these can be extreme strong and clear traces of tape.
Why did you
There's some...
do
What?
that?
It wasn't me. It was not me. It was Alice.
Time for
I thought I
drugs.
would never. Where are my pills? I need
drugs.
to calm down. Jack, breathe.
So, did he accidentally kill his wife?
It's just-
Like, maybe in an accident? Like, I'm thinking car crash or something.
Pull yourself together.
Keep taking them. Can I just keep taking them? What happens if I do? Oh. Lower Jack's sanity irreversibly. Interesting. I don't want to go back there now. I'm scared. Alright. Back to work.
Well, we left off with the torso.
Oh.
You can see that there are traces around the hickeys.
Ah, yeah, okay, he kissed a body.
Most likely more traces of the dramatic fight for survival.
What a fucking weirdo. Anything else? When does it consider it? Oh, hang on, I gotta go down here, of course.
Traces of smeared blood
That's what I
from
missed.
wounds. Oh, Christ. The police will have plenty to do. What should I do now?
Alright.
I should check her brain and... Alice. I can't... Pills.
They weren't working. I just took a bunch.
If I could find my hard drive, I could just take an X-ray.
We have some space for the X-ray machine,
I'll move
okay.
these tables away. Make room for the X-ray machine. Maybe Dorothy should take over for me today.
Maybe.
I keep wandering off in my thoughts.
What do I do? Where's the X-ray machine?
Oh, I have to take my pills.
Well, pills don't work. Maybe I need to try and leave. Just let's take an X-ray. Where is the X-ray machine? Okay. Oh.
Fuck. What's going on here? Have I lost my mind? I must have gone crazy.
Yeah, probably. Hey, going mad in mad
pills have I taken
circumstances makes you sane. Hey, Ridley. Ridley? Okay, get the hard drive in the office. Our storage office is... here. Once I take the pills. Hey. More drugs. Let's just have an overdose. They don't help. Oh no, wait, oh, I think they did. That's nice.
Oh, here it is.
God, it's huge. I'm forgetting we're in 1991.
I need to fetch the X-ray machine before I can do anything else.
Okay. Wait, is...
Another kidnapping this month.
Hang on a minute. Window's not broken now. That's strange. What the fuck just happened? I think I didn't see whatever it was, but...
Oh, these bulbs need changing.
Maybe it's in here? One more thing, and I'm gonna have to take a moment to calm myself, because I am very on edge. Wait, do we have to look in here to find it? No, where is it? You know what? Give me a moment. I just need a second. Right, sorry, I just needed a moment to sort of just calm myself. See Ridley. Like I said, going for the all the platinum for this won't be as bad because I'll just be doing stuff to keep myself calm the whole time. Maybe.
They all know.
Huh?
Did you answer your phone?
Telephone? What phone?
They all know.
Huh?
The phone rang a few minutes ago.
I didn't hear anything.
For you to take medicine.
How so?
For you to get results.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, what I would just do is I'd just listen to, like, music or something. Where's the X-ray machine? Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Isn't it? There's that room that doesn't exist. Maybe out here? That would make sense. Ah, here we are. I was right, this is the X-ray machine.
Oh, I guess I've been here too long.
Boy, can't wait to do Oblivion after this, and then that'll help
Days, is it?
relax me.
It all rolls into one. Alright. Now I need to set the machine up.
Okay.
Okay. I'll attach the heart. Now fire
There
it
we go.
up. I need a detection plate. Without it, I'll just unnecessarily irradiate the autopsy table. And our...
I mean, I don't know if she's gonna mind getting irradiated. She's dead.
Just like that day.
Alright.
Oh, now center it between the eyes at the root of the nose.
Maybe more that way. You said center it between the eyes and the nose. Try doing that. No. There we go. Right? Oh, hang on, I can move it. Ah. There we go. That should be alright. No? Then. Like. There, happy? No? Okay, let's see. That's more the center.
Okay.
There we are.
Looks good. I thought for sure this old thing would have tripped the breaker.
Don't
Alright.
jinx it.
I just need to take the hard drive to the lab. I'll print the image, and I need to check the frontal bone,
In the lab, of
crystal
course.
galley, aneurysm, internal auditory canals, Alice, ethmoid, and frontal side.
Okay, new data. Load.
Now I can print
That's a
it.
skull.
It looks like a good why can't I see the wound?
Great question.
I need to look at this in the light box.
Where is the light box? Over there.
Strange.
Hmm.
Let there be light. Damn.
Ah, fuck.
I almost believed that this would go off without a hitch tonight.
Yeah, it turned into a
Off
face.
to the storage room I go.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
These flickering lights would drive anyone over the edge. And now it's all broken. Great. Fuck.
Great.
Don't you wish? I'll need the flashlight and to find Ridley for help.
Like I said, don't want to do this because I panic easy. Stop with the noise. I hate the noise. I don't like the noise. The noise doesn't help.
God. Why is it that whenever I need Ridley for something, he magically disappears into the ether? I'll start the generator in the shed.
I need to open the shed or something. Right.
Great. And the keeper of the keys has left his post.
Yeah, hammer.
I haven't even started the dissection yet. Fuck it. I'm gonna get a hammer.
Can I just use this brick? Why not? Alright. One moment. One. Okay. So I'm just trying to keep myself calm. This one in particular, more than other things I've streamed that are scary, has really got me on edge more so because it is meant to just be a game that's meant to fill you with anxiety, which I already suffer from, so it makes it worse for me. It hits me even harder than other people who might. Oh good, I found a hammer.
Oh, there's a hammer.
I'm actually going to turn the game down just on my end quite a bit. It's those. It's also the audio cues, like the big, like zzz, whatever. Also isn't helping me a lot. But I want to get this done. It's always been the plan. It's not the longest thing in the world. Like I said, the platinum won't be as bad for me. Like, I could take off for the rest of this my headphones so I don't listen to it, and then potentially even, like, you know... Ooh, interesting.
God damn it. It's actually holding up. Oh well. Something new in this Now what?
And the generator.
Something's missing here? Some kind of switch or crank.
Some nudie mags. And will be lit up without the light on. Do I have to go back for it? I am cheating right now because I'm trying to just keep myself calm. By cheating, I mean I'm looking up how. Right, I'm back. Vodka. There it
Yes,
is.
I think this will work. It fits.
Alright, start her up.
All right. Now, just to crank it up. Something wrong?
No fuel. Or has not figured that out yet.
Great, it started.
There we go. Now we just need
Not
fuel.
for long. Oh man, empty. Sure would make a nice decorative ornament for the garden, though.
Let me guess, it's probably in here. Again, I just had to check just to keep myself. Just so I'd be able to finish it and not panic as much. Because we are very nearly done.
Just nothing inside.
Photograph of wife killer. Oh, okay, thanks.
Finally.
How about one has fuel? Lovely. Okay.
I'll just start this thing and call Dorothy. I think I've had enough. I shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
Not today. I guess that's enough. Another empty jerry can to add to the collection. least it started.
Oh, there we go. Chapter 5 is done.
Who's there?
It's just me, Jack.
Oh, hi there, lady.
What's...
That was simple looking. Alright.
My head. What just happened? What the fuck?
Oh, but tied up.
Who tied me up?
It's only for a moment.
Steven!
Sorry, man.
Steven? What the fuck do you mean?
Think I hit you too hard with that shovel.
That was a shovel? Look
Oh,
like a pipe.
haha, great fucking joke.
Brr.
Untie me now.
Shivered.
I don't have the energy for your shitty games.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I don't understand. Steven, what do you mean? This has got to be some kind of mistake.
You, and your moaning, you and your problems. You're not the victim here.
But...
Shut up! Can you shut your mouth for just one fucking second? To me, you are just a murderer.
What?
What? Knocked down? You thought I didn't know anything?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about! Steven!
My poor sister. Even now, you can't muster up any courage.
So what's all this
any
red paint
honesty.
nonsense? I thought
You
he'd killed our wife.
disgust me. I suspected you from the beginning. As soon as I found out that Alice is dead, I knew it was you. Tumors, aneurysms, unexplained circumstances. Who are you trying to fool? For God's sakes, you're a doctor!
Steven, no. It doesn't work like that.
Shh! I haven't finished talking. Why did you lie, Jack? Why didn't you say anything? You confessed! I knew I had to do something about it myself. Any of this making any sense yet? Threats? A ring? Photos? Red Pete on the loose? He died in that accident, by the way.
Wait, really?
You sick fuck.
Then why was he reported as
I
missing?
am! You've no clue just
How did you manage to
much.
do that?
Oh, I'm on some fantastic fucking drugs for it. Only, I've been slipping them to you. I was hoping to break you down, that you'll be pushed into doing something drastic to yourself, and I'll just stand there and
You wanted our
watch.
character to had meant to commit suicide?
Her tumor was incurable.
That's a filthy lie.
This... It was only a matter of time.
Again, lying!
I saw the scans.
You know what? I think I've had enough of your bullshit.
All right, okay. I lied, but hear me out. We had an argument that day, worse than usual. I was drunk, and I was angry. There was a fight. I pushed her.
Oh,
I pushed her
so we
against the
did kill
wall.
our wife. It was,
She hit her
by
head
the sounds
in.
of it, an accident. Not okay, but...
She fell.
Huh.
Yes, just like that. Limp and lifeless. I panicked. I thought, I don't know. I didn't think at all. I was afraid I had caused it.
Technically, it sounds like you did.
That someone will accuse me. That it'll be the end of my career. When I called an ambulance, it was too late. Way too late.
It wasn't an accident.
And then I lied.
Yeah, that's the part that makes it
I
bad.
said that's how I found her. That I wasn't there with her. And now, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. Everything. This whole year. Just dead memories. As if I
That's the
didn't
name of the
exist at
game
all.
mode.
Since
Roll
that day.
credits.
Fuck, here we go again. Even now. Even now,
I think Dead
you
Memories might
have
have
the
actually been a
nerve
better
to
name
lie.
for the game itself
Dude,
than
I'm
Autopsy
sorry.
Simulator.
I suffered too.
But I'll
It
talk about that in a minute.
wasn't an accident. You understand now? Someone has to pay for this.
What's going on here? Steven
Ridley!
dropped the gun.
It's none of your business, Sean.
Finally, he,
Leave.
you know,
Forget
snaps
you
into
saw
action.
anything.
Steve, you know I can't do that.
Mr. Ridley, please, run!
Shut up!
You know I'll shoot if I have to.
Well, in that case, that makes two of us.
Stephen, no!
I'm the one to blame. Is the first dead memory since the first ending. These guys are Polish, I think. These look like Polish names. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I always think Dead Memories might have been a better name than Autopsy Simulator. I think the reason they went with that was, well, you are doing autopsies, but it's not really much of a simulator as much. It definitely feels like they were trying to go into, like, that sort of mortuary assistant idea, where it's, like, you know, doing a standard sort of, like, well, I say standard, but a job that people have that is a little, not many people think about as much, you know. In that case, you know, a mortuary game, like working in a mortuary, or, in this case, being a coroner or pathologist, whatever you call it, depending where you are, who does autopsies, you know. But having a spooky aspect to it. Or like it's something that can already be a bit unnerving because you're working with corpses, but making it scary enough. You know, Mortuary Assistant does that with that game. But I think that one does it a little bit better, only in regards to the fact that it's meant to be a demonic haunting, basically. Like, one of the bodies is possessed, and you have to basically try and figure it out. That's the whole thing about it. Whereas this one, all the stuff that you see and experience is quite literally in your head, because you're just suffering from extreme anxiety. And for someone who does suffer from anxiety, it makes it harder to play, because, as I said in the first stream, things that are meant to trigger anxiety to someone normal, like this is the baseline, it'll put them there, but for someone who suffers from it, it puts you here. So it's very, like, I am almost on the verge of panic at times in this. More so than other things. Like, some people play games and they get scared and they like it, but they can keep themselves at a good level. For someone who can't too well, because of a actual diagnosed illness, it's a little harder. But I do like it. I didn't like this. Sorry. I didn't mind this game. That's what I meant to say. I almost sounded like I said I didn't like this game. No, I didn't mind this game. This wasn't bad. I do think I think this one does a little bit better, because I don't know if Mortuary Assistant has a mode where you don't have any of the demonic stuff, because that's kind of the whole point of the game. But this one does have a mode that is just doing the autopsies. I want to actually take a look at it in my own time. I took a very, very, very brief look at it, where I basically just launched it to see what it looks like. But I think in that one, it's more just the puzzle aspect of it. You just have to find and figure out the cause of death based on everything you learn from, like, doing the story or whatever, or on all the stuff, and you just have to figure that out with all the tools in there, which I think almost makes for a little bit more interesting of a game, only because, you know, that's just me though, you know. But yeah, it's kind of a shame there's no trophies for that mode. There's achievements for it. Let me actually tell you what it is. It's really interesting. See if I can find the Steam achievement list. This is the one I'm going to probably use when I try to get everything. Yeah. So these are ones that were in autopsy only mode, which is interesting, but they're only available on the Steam version. There's one for completing your first autopsy, solve the alligator bite mark case, make 100 cuts with the scalpel, achieve 100% score in an autopsy report, dissect 15 organs on the cutting board, complete an autopsy of score C or higher in under 3 minutes, perform 25 flawless autopsies, handle every type of case at least once. Which, I don't know how exactly that works, because the image is a little odd for that. Because it looks more like the thing of having to select all the tools. But yeah. Identify 50 injuries with a magnifier in AOM, that's autopsy mode. Examine 50 vital organs, capture clear detailed evidence photos 50 times. Yeah, it's interesting that that isn't here in this version, because the PC version came first, but yeah. Anyway. Can I skip this? Yes, I can. There we go. So there we go. That's the game. Trophy-wise, I think all I have left is not very much. Yeah, very simple. Check out what's in the fridge is one of the only things I missed, and the second dead memory, which I think. Hang on, can I pick up from anywhere? If I can, let me see if I can do this right now. Ah, I can't. Well, actually, hang on a minute. Let me check something. This might be... I might just very quickly be able to get all the things. This is one I was using that I liked. This one. This is the one I was going to use. Give me a brief second, because it would be possible for me to do this. This will make it a lot easier. By the way, what's the other trophy? Bite eat. When's that one? It's in chapter 1, so I just would have to finish the prologue very quickly, which isn't too hard. And... oh god, I hate trying to navigate this fucking thing sometimes. Give me a brief second. Let me check. Let me test this right now. Does this start me at the start of the chapter? If not, that could be a problem. It does. Okay, you know what? Let's try and quickly see if I can get this platinum on stream. Because then there's even less than I thought I had to do, because I thought there would be more to...
Who's fucking about? Do I... Is this... Fucking shits. They went too far this time.
Alright, firstly, we interact with the brick.
Is that blood? Oh,
okay.
God, what's happening?
No, take a pill in the bathroom. Alright. Inspect the hairbrush next to the sink. Yep. Alice's photo on the desk in the office. Is this one?
I guess it was in another life.
Yep. And Alice's lipstick, which is right here. Yep. There it is. Then take 2 pills in the bathroom. So when it says that, do I need to interact with it twice or just the once? Because technically he takes 2 at a time always. Assume it needs me to do it twice. Okay. Now we'll go talk to Ridley.
Are you deaf? What do I?
Sure. Me? The one.
Yesterday. How so?
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Don't worry. I just. Oh,
Shit.
there's no bad, but then I'll.
Just let me know.
No,
And man, I'm very.
me too.
I wonder if there was slightly different dialogue there. Okay, now back to the
I guess I
bathroom
should take my pills.
for the pills. Oh,
I should go to the cemetery later. Buy flowers. Not today. To forget the most important of things. Every fucking time.
and put on the apron gloves.
If only Alice. I need to prepare.
And gloves.
Voice recorder.
Now I take another pill. I don't know how people figure this out. This also seems very complicated. Like, I'm not sure if I then have to go and finish the game again. It won't take very long if I do. But I don't know what to expect, so... Okay. Take the voice recorder.
It's here. The autopsy.
Check out the case file.
The letter was, according to however, the investigation that it was at a rough flight to.
Alright, and then remove the clothes of the deceased.
Why do people do such things? The deceased was brought in. Oh, Alice, no.
And also Alice.
Oh, I'm so tired.
And then we take our pill in the bathroom.
Tired. Now, photographic documentation.
Alright. Then what? Let me find another thing that maybe should do. Okay, I think I need to then finish the game. That's fine. We know what we're doing. Okay, this won't take very long. I'll try and like speed run this fast as I can. If for some reason this doesn't work, I'll just do it in my own time then.
The
So we got
deceased's
that one.
skin is extremely pale. No livor mortis is visible.
Let's see.
Several signs of redness on the neck and chest.
The Missing
The
arm.
deceased is missing her right arm.
Those are the ones in the stomach area.
The deceased is caked in dirt and mud.
Then we have the one around the knee.
Lots of rough, irregular slashing cuts.
We've got the cannula here.
The palm and front of the hand is covered with numerous wounds.
Missing the other leg.
The deceased is also missing her left leg.
And then finally the one on the head.
Extensive hematoma on the
There we go.
victim. You can see that Alice has been through a lot.
I just noticed this is Alice on the
Why is she so...
chalkboard as well. Okay.
Focus. The overall
Right, that's right. I have
picture
to
is...
inspect everything first. Magnifier. Actually, I don't even know if I need to span
minor
through it. I can
redness
just
appearing in several.
hit back then. Yep, once it zooms in.
The wound knew what they were doing. However, and quite careless.
Oh, I do have to wait for him to stop talking. Okay.
There are
If this doesn't work, I don't know what will. Also, don't know how people figured this out, but hopefully this does.
the arm and these wounds appear to have been like. How did
Okay.
she manage to? I can't even imagine. Let me sum this up somehow. This injury, some of the the stitching. There appeared. We do not know the exact circumstances of the wounds. The perpetrator. I'll even. It is. In fact, I will
Okay.
check the UV lamp whether.
Oh, it's the UV lamp first. Okay,
Case is
yeah.
strong and clear.
Why did you do that?
What? It wasn't me. It was not me. Alice, you know that I would never. Where are my pills? I need to calm down. It's just my head. My fucking head. Okay. Just a moment.
This is different, I think.
I'll feel
Maybe
better in
not.
a minute.
Jack, is that you?
I can't do this anymore. It's me. It's all me. If I could turn back time.
Turn back time. Yeah, I think this is different. Yeah.
Alice, forgive me.
Yes, this is definitely different. Like I've done it.
At least I can't help myself. Alice. My Alice. Why aren't you speaking? Why don't you speak to me anymore? I'm sorry. I can't. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Can you forgive me? I guess that one involves having to just OD. Huh, okay. Well, we got one other trophy. This should take no time at all. Annoyingly, I can't load a different chapter. I wish I could. So I have to go new game. That's fine. We just need to finish the prologue, and again, we'll just do it as fast as possible. So I believe
Office of
it's
the Medical
chapter one.
Examiner, Beatsville. Dr. Jack Hanman is speaking. How can I help you?
Good evening, this is Kate Brooks. I'm not sure if you remember me. A few weeks ago, we talked about an article I'm working on. It's about your
Yep.
wife. I dropped by last Friday to speak to you, but you
Yeah,
weren't
it's about
working
you.
at the time. I asked the security guard to pass on a note for me.
I
I'd like us
can't
to
get it.
discuss
Just
the
shut up.
topic
Okay.
of
I thought I had made it painfully obvious for the last time. No! Please don't call me again and stop inquiring about my wife. Damn journalists. They don't let me work. God damn it. I'm not in the best frame of mind to record a lecture for my students now. I'm
Shut up,
feeling
Jack.
completely broken. Where did I leave my meds this time?
How did anyone figure that out? By the way,
Pull
that other
myself
chapter.
together.
That other thing. It's just such a weird thing. It's like... Check a brick, take pills. Check 3 objects around here, take pills. Twice. Go talk to a guy, take pills again. It's just such a... I don't...
Now
Some of
remember,
these...
Jack,
That might be one of the more
forget.
convoluted
Hit
endings
the
I've seen.
record button this time.
I don't think anything happens in this that's suspicious. Maybe the power goes out? But that might have just been chapter 1. I don't think anything odd
Hopefully the new tripod
happens
is
in
going
this
to hold
first
up.
chapter.
Now, I just have to get everything in frame.
There we go.
This should be fine. November 20th, 1990. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the autopsy room. Today, you will have the dubious pleasure of following a full operative.
I'm looking at the chalkboard. Is that it? I did this before, yes.
Let's start. Oh God, and it's the cadaver is make like in the it is writ during your and room sick. Now onto the police folder. That will contain all sorts of pertinent information as to who. So, let's take the homeless and the deceased was found. The body was noticed by he worked most of his signs of libation were found. That's it. It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This
Alright.
allows you to better
Mr.
interpret
Loves,
any
do you even have your
traces
apron
found
on?
the
I think
body.
he does.
I shouldn't start the person. Now it's our. If I can just remember where. Aha! There you
Camera,
are.
same spot as always.
As I mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, voila! Now, take your time.
There you go.
Look at the corpse from different sides, from
Alright.
different angles, up
Let's
close,
see.
and from a distance.
This one.
You're looking for anything boily. Oh,
There's also his feet, I remember, because they're frostbit. Specifically this one.
some wounds in the feet and.
There's also his hands. I think it's on this side though, yep.
Hardened hands, worn out by physical work and frostbite.
And then there was one other. I think it's his head. There it is.
That's something interesting. It will be necessary to. In a moment, we will check which of our initial observations will be worthy of further consideration. But before we get to that, I need to write down some basic data.
Alright. And the autopsy.
Personal information. The deceased was unclothed. Date. As evidence.
Where is it? Magnifier.
Which spot? I can add it.
Hands.
Here we can see. We can. It looks like a note.
And the feet.
Definitely. So far, there are a lot of. First, I marked the location, the head wound. Even though this type of we're not in this.
Alright, you done?
As you can see, various consider the nights have been particularly. We still have one thing left from the basics, rigor mortis.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, we take our deceased by the hand, gradually we raise it,
And lower it. Raise it up again.
now let it
And
go.
then drop it.
As you can see, what's the conclusion? Death.
Wait, what am I doing again?
Head trauma
Oh,
seems the
okay,
most
right.
promising. So
It
we'll
didn't
start
seem to let
there.
me leave
For
that
this,
when I was trying to there.
I need an oscillating saw. The cut is made from ear to ear. After which, we
And this
remove
one.
the skin and the top of the skull. After the basic exam, some pathologists prefer to examine organs without removing them. However, for me, it's much more convenient to examine them on a board, which we'll do now. Holding a long, narrow blade knife in the dominant hand, we slowly cut the cranial nerves on both sides,
Stop missing.
all the time pulling the
Oh my
brain
goodness.
towards us.
I'm trying to go too fast because I'm impatient.
So
There we
far,
go.
so good. The hema.
back to the body.
We can rule the fatal act.
Alright.
Brain is in good
So
condition,
full.
but I grab a scalpel from my kit.
Where is it? The scalpel.
The incision should be in the shape of a letter Y. We use a
Bit of
deep
skin
cut to reach all the way to the ribs and to penetrate the abdominal wall. Alright, now we peel back and separate the skin. Now, we need to remove the ribs.
When
We'll
they
need the
figured out
limbs
this
for
is the most efficient way to cut open the body.
Quite a satisfying crunch. You can see widespread black and tarry deposit, despite the tragic condition of Alice smoked too. It didn't kill her. It
Yep. Alright.
What now? Specifically 3. From the
The
eye,
eye, for some
vitreous
reason.
humor analysis is very useful in indicating long-term alcohol abuse.
Sure, whatever you say. You and
5
your
milliliters
fancy
from the left
doctory
ventricle
words.
should do it.
And
But from the bladder, we draw about 10 milliliters of fluid. Now we take our samples to the centrifuge. But before I do that, I need to find my notebook. My dyscalculia means that I always double-check the settings. Please excuse me while I run and fetch it.
Dyscalculia, what is that? Also, there's an open window there. No, pick up the book.
This whole thing is covered in stains.
I don't want to know
should
where they
check
came
this
from.
out under the microscope sometime.
I think I already said that the first time. Oh well.
Let's get back to the examination. We put all of the samples into the rotor. Now, we set the appropriate time and speed.
It's 1570.
Okay, let's
Yep.
roll.
Doesn't it like trip the breaker? Oh, no, yep, it does.
Shit.
Yeah.
The fuses again. Where were we?
No, it doesn't quite. Okay.
Oh, yes. The blood alcohol concentration. Let's see what we've got here. Everything's separated as it should. Our lab is closed until tomorrow after the last, incident. However, considering that Toby's favorite eau de parfum appears to be ethanol, I'm guessing the results won't surprise me at all. Let's go further. We will now focus. We look for dark hypoxic areas, clots,
Yeah, you had a
or
heart
other
attack.
elements that stand out as abnormal. At first glance, the heart looks fine. The pulmonary trunk and aorta seem to be in good condition.
Was it?
There are no pathological changes that would have contributed to Toby's death. Now let's take
Never
a
mind.
closer look at the stomach.
Thought it was.
Size
One
is
of them had a
normal.
heart attack.
And as expected, the stomach has no major external damage.
Yeah, we'll cut it open.
We must now cut it open. We will do it carefully so that its contents do not spill out. We open the stomach along the greater curvature, from the heart to the pyloric end. Oh, I already feel like there's something left inside. Okay, large amount of gas.
Yummy.
Either our deceased hadn't eaten in days, or the bulk of his stomach had already found a way out. Looks like I'll have to find the missing contents.
Where?
If there are one, I'll add this to the.
Alright.
At first glance, the trachea looks safe. This time we'll cut on a tray.
To the tree!
While cutting such a small organ as the trachea, we must make a precise incision. To be able to cut with the very tip of the blade, we must hold the scalpel as we would a pen. And after
Yep.
careful examination and
Bunch of
deduction,
gunk.
we've got it. It's based on the report that
Yep.
then the gastric contents reflux. That's why we don't forget.
Asphyxiation, and it was accident.
And now it's all clear. The mystery is
Blah, blah, blah,
solved.
blah, 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 blah.
But for us, this isn't for this,
There
we
we
will
go.
need to close the body
Oh, no,
and
I
grab the
didn't. That's
needle.
right.
First, we unroll
Suppose I don't put the
escape
ball
flaps.
pins back in there. Maybe they don't need to.
And
Not
then
really how it works.
we sew the deceased. I'm using the baseball stitch technique. This stitching method is very strong and quick to do.
Done.
Beautiful. Now we say goodbye to the deceased and put them safely in the fridge,
And
ready
in
for
he
the
goes.
next stage of their journey.
And I am out of here. I didn't close the fridge.
God, I'm tired. I'll call Steven. I don't
Steven?
feel like drinking alone today.
Hey, maybe all the drinking's not good for you. You know, you just dealt with a guy who died from drinking. Skeleton. Doesn't it, like open its mouth and or something? Oh, that's right. Ah. Yeah, of course. That's how she died, because he pushed her. This makes me think of Toy Story. It's Toy Story 2, where he falls into like all the bodies of parts of stuff or whatever that are pulling him down. It's creepy. Creepy as a kid. Chapter 1, but not really.
Forgive me. What?
Yeah, hurry up. Wallow in your own time.
Ah, fuck. So much lighter menu for
There we are.
today.
And that's it. That was the last trophy I needed. Literally that one. Here it is. Pathologist. I got the platinum. Look at that. It was very easy. Alright. And that is it for Autopsy Simulator. Yeah, I thought I had more trophies. I only had that one and the, well, I had the 2 story ones. Well, 3 story ones, plus the other ending and that, so... Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll platinum it if I can. Oh, there we go. I didn't expect to platinum that one on stream, but hey, I'm fine with that. I'm probably going to do some of the Autopsy only mode in my own time, just because I'm curious to see what it's like and just fiddle around with it. But yeah, that's been Autopsy Simulator. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, the getting the platinum was a bit of a surprise, but yeah, I didn't mind it. Like I said, I thought it was okay. Story was a little bit, like I said, it leaned a bit too much into the trying to scare you aspect. I kind of would have been fine if the game was nothing to do with being scary. But it's like a lot of games where they feel they have to make a story for themselves. Like, what was that one game? Hard Space Shipbreakers, that was another one like that. Like, you know, it felt like it had to have a story for it. And it made up a whole very odd story to it, which people didn't really care for. That was the main thing I heard people didn't like about it. Like, they were fine just doing that. It's kind of like, what was this called? Power Wash Simulator. Power Wash Simulator was good. Like, you don't have to pay any attention to the story that it has. You can just sort of ignore it. Like I did. Really fun game as well. But yeah, this wasn't bad. Kind of strange there's no trophies for the Autopsy only mode, but I'll still give it a try because I want to try it out myself. But that'll be in my own time. But yeah, that is it for right now. I'm going to just probably end the stream just to make it easier, just in case for some reason I have to download anything. Like the stream afterwards, but we're gonna go switch over to Oblivion Remastered. I was going to do originally, what do you call it, Dragon Age Origins today, but because I have stuff planned today, later, and I don't know how long it'll take, I decided to just swap them over. So we're doing Oblivion today, and I'll do Dragon Age tomorrow. Because I was originally going to be busy tomorrow, but I'm not, so I have a free day, so yeah, we'll do that then. Anywho, that is it for now. I'll be back in like a moment. I'm literally just gonna end the stream, reset it, and then probably once I restart the stream, I'll just quickly go and grab some water until I get back, and then come back, just give it time for people to jump in. So I will see you all in just a moment. Thanks for watching. For anyone who's only just watching Autopsy Simulator, because this will also be on YouTube, hope you enjoyed Autopsy Simulator. I'll be back in just a minute, and I'll see everyone just then.